Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm very pleased to take you along on a test drive on a Porsche 928S. This car is a 1987. It's showing 80,000 miles on it. We purchased it locally. A local guy owned it for a long time, showed it to us, we liked the car, and we bought it. Let me take you for a short drive. All of the instrumentation is working on the car. This is going to be a no reserve auction, and we'll be showing you all the things the car needs, but it would be it's a very solid 928S. What we have, two things: the brake pad indicator light stays on, and off and on the ABS light will stay on. And you can reset this mark by touching the button, which is common, but this car has a number of the usual 928 little things to work through. The important things: the car is warmed up right now. Temperature runs very nicely, runs on the cool side. Gas gauge is working. The speedometer and odometer. Car has accurate 80,000 miles. Tach is working. Oil pressure is great, which is typical for Porsches, and it's charging correctly. All of the safety items work. The windshield wipers work, the horn, all the lights and all of that work fine. It is an automatic. It drives very nicely, drives very well. It has the 928, the climate control is working. It's going in different directions. The fan speed is working. The AC compressor is not running, so it most likely needs a charge, which it probably or may have a leak somewhere. So compressor's not running, but the climate control functioning is working. The radio is working, however, the speaker control, volume control knob is scratchy. Usually, you can just, by using the car, that will get better. Some people spray electric cleaner in there. That's a relatively straightforward, easy fix. Sunroof is working properly. So let's go for a drive. I always really like 928s. They're just big, chunky GT cars. I used to work on these cars when they were new, and I just thought they were a neat alternative to the 911s that Porsche has. And as they've aged out, if you're looking for a good one, this car is just a nice solid car to start with. Motor's strong. It shifts nicely at the right points. It goes straight down the road. Braking is nice, linear, very straight braking. Typical 928, the suspension is fine. This is a car that has had a relatively easy life. Of course, it's never been tracked, it's never been driven hard. You'll see in my showroom video, the exterior presents nicely. It idles smoothly. And it's definitely a 928 with the V8 power, a lot of torque. It still is a very solid car. The coachwork, the bodywork has stayed very solid, typical Porsche. Very smooth. Driving it at mid-throttle, it does not have any drive shaft vibration or anything. And it definitely has a 928 power. So as I mentioned, it will be a no reserve auction. I will be very upfront with what we see the car needs attention, but it would be a nice way for someone who's been wanting to get a 928. It should sell for a very affordable price that you then can pick away at all the little things, taking your time with it. It's a good, solid car. So please ask us any questions you may have. We'll be happy to answer them. This will be a fun auction, and I hope somebody who's really been lusting after a 928 can finally get one. Thanks for coming along.